Okay, so I'm going to tell you what a question-answer relationship is, and there's 4 different kinds. There's the right there, and that means that the answer for the question is in the text. So that was like, who is this character right here? And then it says cowboys up here. And then there is the think and search, and that means that the answer is in the text, but it's not easy to find. So you may have a question that you need to answer, but you're going to have to look through different pages to find the answer. Does that make sense? It's not going to be just right here. You'll have to flip through the book and kind of read through to find your answer. And then there's another one called Author and Me, and that means that the author doesn't give you the answer. So you're going to have to kind of think about the clues and hints that the author gives you in the text. And then there is the On My Own, and that means that you're going to have to think and use background knowledge to find the answer. Okay, so...
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Oh. Oh, crap.
Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate one, okay? I'm going to show you the right there. And in this passage, it says, cowboys lived on cattle ranches. A ranch had a house for the rancher and his family, barns for animals, and a bunkhouse where the cowboys slept.
I want you to read it all from the beginning.
Okay, so after I read this, I know that the cowboys lived on the cattle ranches, right? So then that is the right there text. And then...
I can only read colors.
And the other question...
Blue, pink.
It's called Think and Search, and that's the one where we have to read a
Do
couple...
you have little kid games on there?
I do. So this question, it says, how did ranchers tell the cows were theirs? So we're going to turn this page with the cows. And it says, how could he tell? It was easy. Each rancher put a special mark called a brand on his cows. So we know that all the ranchers put a brand on their cows. Alright, so do you want to try some? Let's try the Author and Me. So from reading this, do you think you'd want to have a longhorn as a pet? It says that the cattle were wild and fast. They had long, sharp, dangerous horns. Cowboys called them longhorns. If you made a longhorn mad, it would charge at you. A cowboy didn't want to get close to an angry longhorn. So would you want one as a pet?
Because I might wrestle with it.
And then let's try the On My Own. That's where it's your thoughts. What have you ever had to rope cows before?
No, not me.
Nope. And what did you think about the work they have to do? Because cowboys, they have to lasso up their cows. They have to brand their cows. They own thousands of cattle. So what do you think about the work that they have to do? Do you think it's hard? They work really hard to keep all their cattle in line. And
Wait,
what else do you think about?
is a fire. See? Fire.
So what else do you think about the work they do?
They work really hard
Mm-hmm.
and they try really hard to build houses
Mm-hmm.
and they work to get money.
Good answers. All right, so do you remember how many of these strategies I told you about? There were 4 of them, right?
Mhm.
And you can use them to find your answers in your book.
Cowboys.